Senior Moments, sponsored by the Empowering Seniors Group on News Talk KVNU, 102 FM and 610 AM.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Senior Moment Show. My name is Bryce Patton with Sid Roeder, my co-host. How you doing, Sid?
Good morning. It's a beautiful Saturday morning.
Is it, though?
It is.
It's early. Excellent. Well, we're excited. We have Carrie Rostrom with us from Options for Independence, and we'll get to her in a second, but let's hear from our sponsors first.
Sure. I'd love to talk about our sponsor, which is the Empowering Seniors Group, a group of professionals which has dedicated their time and effort to provide information to seniors, their family members, and really anybody who cares. If you'd like to learn more about the Empowering Seniors Group, you can do so online at empoweringseniors.info, or you can email us at empoweringseniorscv@gmail.com, and the CV stands for Cache Valley. And lastly, if you have any suggestions for this show, anyone you would like to see us invite, you can reach me personally at 435-512-6406.
You know, I really tried hard to think about all those words. I still don't know if I can do it.
Yeah, we have to train Bryce to be able to recite that little information.
All the stuff you're going to make me do. Well, let's dive into this. Carrie, welcome to the show. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself so our audience knows who you are and what you're kind of doing there for Options for Independence.
As you said, my name is Carrie. I've been at Options for Independence for a little over 3 years. I'm an independent living and assistive technology coordinator, and what that means is I can assist people to get equipment that they might need, such as wheelchairs, ceiling lifts, ramps, things like that. And I can also help with filling out applications for Social Security or for insurance. Teaching budgeting skills, cooking skills, things like that. Just any way that we can think of to keep people independent and in their homes as long as possible.
Yeah, we actually spoke a little bit before the show, and I think one of the things that people sometimes misunderstand is what you don't do, though, is you don't help with residential solutions. So it's about keeping them where they are, but you're not able to find housing for them. You can refer them to organizations, but not actually find housing, correct?
Correct. We can help fill out applications for apartments. We do have apartment listings that have availabilities. Most of our low-income accessible housing has a 2 or 3 year wait list, which is frustrating for Cache Valley because there's a lot of people that really can't afford housing, but we do not provide apartments. We don't have apartments. We can't put people in apartments.
Fantastic. So with this, so you're helping people with the assistive technology and things. Are there other departments in Options for Independence, or is that just kind of your realm?
Oh, no. We have a lot of services. We have an older blind coordinator, and that helps. She helps people with visual impairments and those that are blind connect with the school in Salt Lake, attend assistive technology, whether it be CCTVs, magnifiers, things like that.
So, Carrie, what's a typical situation? Do people contact you for help, or is it organizations that send people to you? How does that work?
Both. We get a lot of referrals from doctors' offices, things like that. We have a loan bank that's open up to the community. Most of our other services are for elderly and those with disabilities, but our loan bank is for the entire community. We have the Older Blind program. We have a youth program, and that's for 30 and under. We have, it's called Healthy Relationships University, and they teach people how to have healthy relationships, whether it's with friends, with family, with romantic partners, and then we have the independent living side.
Can I ask you a little bit about that blind program? Because I've never heard of that, and I assume some of our listeners, what does that entail?
The first thing is you call and you talk to Marty. She is our coordinator. She requires a visual report from your eye doctor. They send it straight to us, and then it goes to Salt Lake. They set up a clinic. We hold a clinic in Logan once a month. They come to a clinic and people get to learn about different types of equipment, glasses, magnifiers, things like that. And then Marty, once they go through the clinic, she has a low vision support group that people can join. And then she also has a loan bank of equipment that's the magnifiers, stuff like that, to see if what's going to work best. And then she can help acquire those pieces of equipment.
Okay. And I'm familiar with the program up at Utah State University because they have a assistive technology program too, I assume. Do you guys collaborate?
We do. We work really well with Dan O'Crowley up there at the AT Lab. They take over all of our electric equipment, like electric power chairs, electric lift chairs, things like that, because they have the knowledge and the ability to fix things. And then they also have an extensive loan bank, and any piece of equipment that we don't have or they don't have, they can acquire for people to use. It's a great resource.
Okay, you keep saying loan bank. Is that kind of like a rental thing then? You have different equipment that you're able to kind of rent out, or is this just like given for a period of time? Is that what the loan bank is?
Yes, the loan bank consists of all types of equipment: wheelchairs, rollator walkers, regular walkers, crutches, toilet risers, shower chairs, things like that. We loan out for 3 months. If it needs to be extended a little bit longer, we can do another 3 months. We have some of our equipment, we ask for a deposit, but that's refundable when things are returned. But we don't rent out, and we don't work with insurances. We don't need insurance cards. We don't need prescriptions from the doctor. Anybody can come in and say, hey, I need to borrow a wheelchair. We ask for a little bit of paperwork with demographic information and send you on your way.
Okay, so how does somebody go about getting signed up for that, or finding out if they qualify for that?
Okay, they can come into our office that's located at 106 East, 1120 North in Logan. Our building faces Home Depot's Garden Center right behind TJ Maxx, or you give us a call. Our number is 435-753-5353, and anybody that answers the phone can help.
So just before we head into our first break here, Carrie, one more question. So you say there's a time limit to borrowing those or loaning those equipment pieces. What happens after? If somebody has a more long-term situation and doesn't just want to try that, how does that work?
That's where I can help as the assistive technology coordinator. It's an income-based program. If you qualify financially, you have to be considered low income. We can apply to the state for funding, which is limited, and there are wait lists sometimes, but we can petition the state and request funding to help purchase those long-term equipment needs.
Okay, that's great, Carrie. Thank you so much. We're coming up on our first break, but I want to give you one more chance to mention the phone number, Carrie.
435-753-5353.
Thank you. This is the Senior Moment Show. Again, we are sponsored by the Empowering Seniors Group. If you'd like to learn more about the Empowering Seniors, you can do so online at empoweringseniors.info, or you can email us at empoweringseniors.cv@gmail.com, and the CV stands for Cache Valley. We're going to take a short break here. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It's tough knowing how to care for an aging parent. Mom has always been there for me, but now I need to be there for her. When we found out she needed surgery, I wondered how I could attend to her needs and still be mom to my kids. I was so relieved to learn about transitional rehab at Maple Springs in North Logan. From the nurses to the physical therapists, it was like their whole staff was focused on helping Mom get better. Maple Springs in North Logan was an answer to my prayers.
Learn more at maplespringsnorthlogan.com or call 753-9400.
You have a lot of options when it comes to buying or selling a home. Do you list it online, sell it yourself, or do you have a realtor help? It's a major financial and emotional decision. A realtor is the liaison between buyers and sellers and really helps you navigate complex contracts, deadlines, and disclosures.
Hi, this is Sid Roeder with Achievement Realty. I work for you to get the best outcome for your situation. Let me earn your trust with a free consultation and a free market analysis. Call me today at 512-6406. Then list it, sell it, and move on.
Reed's Pharmacy in Hiram offers free delivery service 5 days a week, Monday through Friday throughout the valley. Just stay home and they will deliver to you. With 25 different suppliers, they won't have the shortage that others might have. Also, with compounding and many other services, they will be able to serve all your needs. In order to stay safe and help slow the spread, please call Reed's Pharmacy in Hiram at 245-DRUG, and they will take care of you.
And welcome back to our Senior Moment Show this wonderful Saturday morning. I'm here with Carrie Rostrom as well as my co-host Sid Roeder. Carrie's been telling us all about the fun stuff they get to do over at Options for Independence. Carrie, it seems like you guys get to help a lot of people out. I mean, are there any stories that just stick out to you that like fuel your fire on helping people?
There's a lot, and that's one of the reasons that keeps me at Options, because I love helping people, and I also like to see the changes that a little piece of equipment can make in somebody's life. For instance, I have a couple of consumers, they're sisters, and being young, we don't think about needs and things as they're growing up. As a parent, you just kind of do what you have to do. But as kids get older and stuff, they get harder to transport if they use a power chair, or, if they have some, breathing issues, respiratory issues, things like that, to transport their assistive technology, their equipment. And this one family, the first thing we were able to help with was to get them a ramp. And that allows them to use their power chairs to get in and out of their home. And it takes the pressure off of mom having to carry the girls down, get them in the vehicle, then carrying their power chairs, get that loaded on the bus, and stuff for them. So it gives them a great piece of independence, which is so important for everybody. Everybody wants to feel independent and feel like they have some control over their lives, and something as simple as a ramp can completely change somebody's life.
Thank you, Carrie. So that brings up the question about funding. How are you guys funded?
Well, we are mandated through the Americans with Disabilities Act as a Center for Independent Living. We get some federal grants, we get some state grants. For assistive technology, we get a tidbit of money, I guess, to help purchase things that people need, that qualify. That would be the ramps and such like that. But funding is limited, and we don't get big raises, and we don't get lots of funding. And the state ends up having to go on wait lists, and people are waiting. And to wait for a piece of equipment such as a ramp to get in and out of your home that we take for granted is hard. I don't like telling people, sorry, we have a wait list, because there's no funding. So we depend a lot on donations. And the more donations we have, the more people we can help with those things, especially when the state funding runs out.
So if somebody wanted to get involved and be able to change somebody's life, they want to donate or something like that, how can they go about doing that? Can they do that through your website, or do they just have to come down? Or
they can. We have a Facebook page. It's Options for Independence Facebook. We have a website. It's optionsforindependence.org. And they can always come into the office. We do accept cash, check, and cards, so we don't limit anybody's ability to donate. And it's as a nonprofit, any donation is tax deductible.
So then let me ask one other question, because you've talked about monetary donations. Will you also take used equipment that's in good condition as a donation? For example, if mom passed and we've got this walker that you hardly used and maybe some other equipment, is that something you will take? Or what items don't you take?
We take a lot of things. We do not take anything that has to do with respiratory. So no oxygen tanks, masks. We don't do CPAPs, PAPs, anything respiratory, because there's no way to clean and sanitize those to loan out. We take wheelchairs, we take rollators, walkers. If it's clean and in good condition, we will take just about anything. Right now, we have lots of crutches. So if you want to donate crutches, we will take them. But usually, we will refer people down to the DI if it's something that we can't take or we have plenty of at the moment.
So if somebody doesn't have money or equipment to donate, are there other ways to get involved?
There are some volunteer opportunities that is just taken up with our director. Just because of the nature of the field that we're in, it's kind of hard with volunteers and such because of background checks and fingerprinting and things like that. But just people talking about options and telling people who we are and what we can help with. I am amazed. Options has been here for 35 plus years, and it's amazing how many people do not know who we are or what we do. So word of mouth is a huge thing.
Well, that's why you're on our show today. And let me maybe circle back a little bit, because I think some people, the wheelchairs and things like that, I think that's pretty logical to most people. But what are some assistive technology items that you can mention that people maybe don't think about?
A few things. Shoehorns. We can loan out long-handled shoehorns. You know, somebody with a mobility issue may have a hard time putting on shoes. We have shoehorns. We have dress aids that have hooks that hook onto zippers and can help zip up things. We have reachers available to help reach those things. We have gait belts to help transfer somebody else from a chair to a wheelchair or bed or something. They're called super poles, and it's a pole that's floor to ceiling that helps get out of couches or get out of the bed. We don't really do step stools because of safety issues, but we can help with grab bars, with, toilet safety frames. Somebody might have a hard time getting off a toilet, and we can help with a safety frame to help make it safer to stand up from the toilet.
Awesome. And before we go into our second break, do you assess things in people's homes too, Carrie, or is this more of a you come to us, you tell us what you need service?
Both. People can come in and just see what we have and see what they need. If they're unable to come into our office, then we can definitely go into people's homes. We help assess what they need, what might work best for them, give them more ideas that maybe they haven't thought about before. And then we have great vendors that we work with that can go and help with those assessments as well.
Perfect. And that leads me to my last question before the break, and that is, will you very slowly, again, repeat your location and your phone number so people can get a hold of you?
Okay, it's 106 East, 1120 North here in Logan. We're on the south end of Home Depot. Our building faces the Garden Center, and we are directly behind TJ Maxx. Our phone number is 435-753-5353.
Thank you, Carrie. This is the Senior Moment Show. Again, I'd like to mention our sponsor, which is the Empowering Seniors Group. If you'd like to learn more about the Empowering Seniors, you can do so online at empoweringseniors.info, or you can email us at empoweringseniors.cv@gmail.com, and the CV stands for Cache Valley. And lastly, you can reach me personally at 435-512-6406. This is the Senior Moments Show. We're going to take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This is Mark Thurston with White Pine Funeral Services. The best time to plan is when you have time to plan. Having a prearranged funeral gives peace of mind for everyone involved. White Pine will customize your final wishes to fit your needs, from a traditional burial to cremation to a custom headstone. White Pine also accepts prearranged plans from other mortuaries, and we will absorb any transfer or revocation fees. No penalty to you. Visit whitepinefunerals.com or come and see us for more information.
White Pine Funeral Services, here when you need us most.
Do
Did you know 1 in 3 people will visit a nursing home? Did you know that once there, they will stay there for an average of 3 years? Did you also know there are insurance options that can help cover this experience? Hi, I'm Tracy Ferris with Blue Water Health Insurance. It's not cheap to stay in a full-fledged nursing home. Long-term care insurance can help you or a loved one get the care they need and deserve. If you wait until you need it, you may be too late. Give me a call at 435-890-8155.
Hi, this is Bruce with Comfort Care. One of the ways we help loved ones stay in their home is by assisting with daily tasks. These may include bathing, meal preparation, medication reminders, and housekeeping. We even help with shopping, transportation, and errands. Most of all, we offer a trusted level of care. Let us help you live your best life possible with Comfort Care. This is Bruce, and you can call me at 754-7676. Comfort Care, 754-7676.
And welcome back to our Senior Moment Show. Again, I'm Bryce Patton, your host, with Sid Roeder over there with my co-host, as well as Carrie Rostrom over at Options for Independence. During the break, we were talking about things to look for, like that you might, if you're getting ready for a surgery and you're not sure what you might need, that you might want to come in and chat with Carrie, and she might be able to give you some of that information. Can they just walk in, or can they get an appointment with you? How would that look?
Yeah, they can come into the office at any time. We have a full office staff. There's like 14 or 15 of us usually there, and any one of us can help. But come in and take a look. Sometimes doctors will refer people to us and let them know, or a physical therapist let them know the kinds of things that they need dependent on their surgeries. But some of the things that we see, if you're having a foot surgery, either crutches or a wheelchair, a knee scooter, people that are having hip surgery, it's hard to bend down and things. So shower chairs, transfer benches, toilet risers, those are all things that are very helpful. We have rollator walkers that have 4 wheels and brakes and a little seat, so that if you get tired or something, you can sit down. Or we have the regular old-fashioned metal walkers, the 3-sided walkers. We have those with skis, with tennis balls or wheels, whatever prefer. Veronica is our loan bank. She's our front office gal. She's awesome. She can tell people what piece of equipment will work best on carpet or wood floors or linoleum. She's spot on with all of the equipment. So if you're getting ready to have surgery, just come on in and take a look and just ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask if this is something that people might need, or has somebody else used that. Ice machines. Ice machines are a big thing for knees and shoulder surgeries, things like that. We have ice machines that we can loan out.
So let me maybe mention for anybody that just barely tuned in and is a little confused, we're visiting today with Carrie Rostron. She is an independent living and assistive technology coordinator with Options for Independence, and we're talking about all that equipment you can loan from them. We've also talked about donations, and there's monetary donations, there is in donations of technology. And one question that came to my mind, Carrie, was I'm a real estate agent, so I sometimes deal with homes where someone lived that needed ramps and things. Or do you also take ramps if somebody is trying to get rid of those?
Absolutely. If it's a ramp, those are tracked because we track them for our audits and things like that. We track ramps forever, but if somebody has purchased a ramp for themselves, it's not been a state purchase, we would absolutely love to have ramps.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay, you were also mentioning that certain people, if they qualify income-based, that you can help them out with safety equipment or other things like a ramp or a lift chair, things like that. If somebody is not sure if they would qualify or not, like, is that a pretty easy process to figure out? Can they just give you a call?
Yes. They come in, call, ask for me. We can set up a time to meet. We can go over all of the eligibility requirements, and I can let you know that day if you would qualify for our services. If you don't qualify for our services, there's a couple of things. I can do referrals to our vendors that help purchase those things. I can help facilitate, borrowing. I can get a hold of the state, see if they have excess equipment that maybe could be purchased for a discount. There's things that we can do. The best thing is to call and come and talk to me about it. I like helping people get equipment that they need.
We got to work together a little bit to help out a couple, get a couple lift chairs. The electric chairs that you raise up your feet and lower the back and different things. Can you tell us about the difference it made in their life?
I can. First, the lift chairs, they not only are like typical recliners, but they also can help stand up gently and then help sit slowly, if that makes sense. And it helps people that are fall risks. This couple, when I first met them, they were extreme fall risks. And I noticed when I went to meet with them, the bruises. And she had bruises on her face where she had fallen and hit a table as she was trying to get up and off the couch. So we were able to help them get some lift chairs. And their fall risk has decreased significantly because of those chairs. And it's a simple chair. It's like kind of a no-brainer for me. It's like, you fall. Well, let's prevent you from falling. Let's get you this piece of equipment.
Carrie, if you had to sum up what you do in a mission statement or in a goal for your organization, how would you phrase that?
To help people live independently as much as they can in their communities with as little assistance as possible.
Great. We're already coming up on the end of our show, so I do not want to miss out in having you mention again your phone number and your location slowly, so in case somebody didn't get it yet, they can jot it down.
Okay, it's 106 East, 1120 North here in Logan. We are on the south end of Home Depot. Our building faces the Garden Center directly behind TJ Maxx. If you can't come into our office, we can come to your home, and our phone number is 435-753-5353.
And do you have any do you have office hours during which you're available?
We do. We are open 7 to 4 Monday through Thursday and 7 to 1 on Fridays.
Thank you so much, Carrie. This is the Senior Moments Show, today visiting with Carrie Rostron. I hope I'm saying that right. She is an independent living and assistive technology coordinator with Options for Independence. Thank you so much for coming in today, Carrie, and educating us about your organization. I hope many people heard this and see the benefit and are able to contact you. I do want to mention our sponsor one more time, which is the Empowering Seniors Group. If you would like to learn more about the Empowering Seniors, you can do so online at empoweringseniors.info, or email us at empoweringseniorscv@gmail.com, and the CV stands for Cache Valley. We're at the end of our show. We hope you tune in again next week.